Hello, my name is Matthias Kavodi. Welcome guys to my channel. Today we're going to talk about Incredible Hulk issues 372 to 373, part of the epic Peter David run. We got the build up into the birth of Professor Hulk. My favorite incarnation of Hulk, I guess it's just I started reading Hulk during that time, so I have very fond memories. But I really love Mr. Fix-It too. This is the end of the Fix-It era. Up until the point, look, I got the Mr. Fix-It bath. I'm missing the arm. Got to get that last Iron Man. And I just sort of run out of money. And another thing is, like, I already have two Iron Men, and this other one doesn't even have those blast effects. Doesn't seem to be too interesting. So I've sort of been putting it off, but I'm gonna get it this month. I need to complete this bath. So let's get into the story. So you can see on the cover during this time, the Savage Hulk was sort of like suppressed in Bruce Banner's mind. It's got the big return, and the way he returns, it became nightmare fuel. Like, I reread this again, and it's like, oh, it really grossed me out. It's like, it's really terrible how he returns. You get a 2-for-1. You get the return of the classic green Savage Hulk, and Bruce Banner reestablishes his relationship with Betty Ross. So they had split up. Betty decided to become a nun. We have Bruce Banner is able to track her down to this convent. While this is happening, this really weird car that has all types of gadgets and weapons, trying to hunt Hulk down. It's tied to the Pantheon. And I don't remember anything about these guys. Like, they're really cool, interesting characters because they were like villains or adversaries at first. Then they became allies with Hulk. And then the leader turned out to be a real bad apple, and Hulk had to take him down, so on and so forth. So now they're trying to hunt down Hulk. We don't know what's the deal with these guys. Bruce Banner is able to find Betty thinks he's a priest, and she's confessing to him, and she says, like, good thing I ended my relationship with Bruce and the monster, so on. So it really breaks Bruce's heart. And reading this issue, it just made me laugh my ass off because this really brought back, I know someone that was very religious and didn't like to work, like just like to pray. Like, if you're religious, sure thing, no problem. I know, do whatever works best for you. And I do find religion really interesting, but I'm not a religious person per se. But I knew a person that just liked to pray a lot and didn't do anything, was very lazy, and in general, outside of praying, and wanted to become a nun. She became a nun and kicked her out of her convent 2 times because they kept on finding whiskey and cigarettes in her room. This totally wasn't my mom. So that aside, she lied. She did a ton of stuff. She acted like she didn't have a family. She was a real piece of work. So that aside, Bruce Banner's like really flipping out. He wants to finally talk to Betty because at first encounter, he just couldn't speak up and say, hey, it's me. Trying to find her. She leaves the convent. She goes to the train station. Bruce Banner, in this story, he steals vehicles all the time. First he steals a car, and then he steals a motorcycle, and then he steals a car again. So he steals a car. He gets crashed by this fantastic car. The dude, I think it's Prometheus, his name, or something like that. Gets into a battle with the car. This really pisses off Hulk, and Hulk comes out from under his skin. It's so freaking gross. Like, right now, it's grossing me out. He comes out, it's all blood on the floor. The skin's all over the place. Like, in the next issue, they're going to find this empty husk of skin on the floor, the cops, and they're picking it up. It's so gross. It's freaking nightmare fuel. So Hulk is able to deal with this fantastic car. He's able to reunite with Betty Ross. They seek refuge in the convent because they know the authorities are on the way. While within Hulk's mind, we have Mr. Fix-It trying to keep Savage Hulk under wraps, put him back in that room within their mind. So we get this confrontation between Hulk and the U.S. Army. It's a blast because the nun knows that the soldiers, most of them had gone to Catholic school, and so she starts scolding everyone there. Then Doc Samson arrives, and I love how every time Hulk he totally humiliates Doc Samson. Another thing, the art, it's really good. I really love this artist during this time. Dale Keown kills it. His art is like a big key part to this part of Peter David's run. So Hulk just, again, humiliates Doc Samson. Like, you really feel for a guy. You like totally understand why he became a bad guy during the War of the Hulks and that whole story arc. Like, you would have a chip on your shoulder against the Hulk if he did all these crappy things to you. So Hulk is on the run, takes Betty Ross with them. After that, they're going to encounter, with a pretty fun story arc, Mr. Fix is going to go up against Super Skrull. We'll cover that in another video, but I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye.